Morning, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to DFS Black Books YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yesterday was a wild slate. First of all, talk about injuries. We had too much of some of the sort of fill-in type plays. Aaron Holiday. We had a bunch of. Then we had Jay Crowder kept coming up in our algorithm, and we had a little bit too much of him, and he got injured. And when a key player in most of your lineups gets injured, that doesn't make for a very good night. Um, and let's take a look at the 5 lineups that we had on the website. So here you go. So these are the lineups, and it's so crazy because we had several 330 plus lineups. We play about 20 lineups a night, sometimes a little more when we're testing our algorithm. But we had like 3 lineups over 330, and only one of them cashed. That is how ridiculous yesterday was. Let's see. So you can see we got 283, which isn't horrible, but it wasn't good for last night. Got 291, 296. Good call on Herder, Collins, White showed up at the end. Let's see who else. Jay Crowder had an 8. If he would have gotten 20, or 28, that's a 300, but it probably still wouldn't have cashed. McConnell disappointed here. And we had some good plays. We had both Giannis and Anthony Davis both got 60s, and we still only got a 268. Shabazz Napier, we may put him to bed because the Wizards, they have so many guards that they don't. The only person you can play, it seems like right now, is Bradley Beal. Ish Smith is out. Shabazz Napier was in a good spot, and Bradley Beal, put out a 50 a fantasy point line. So, and TJ McConnell, we left him in there. A lot of people were, sort of swinging to Aaron Holiday, and we felt TJ McConnell would have been a good pivot, coming off the bench, probably still getting 30 minutes time, and he was average at best. This particular lineup had both guards, and that's not typically something we like to do unless they're playing the Wizards or the Hawks. But to get Davis and Antetokounmpo in there, we took a chance. Cam Reddish actually had a pretty good night. So, not very good considering the overall winning, the overall lineups that placed within the tournaments and cash lineups that the cash plays that we played. But hey, what can you do? A lot of the chalk, a lot of the studs scored high. So that's one of those days that, except Dame Lillard, Lillard did not perform well at all. I think did he get a 20 or something like that? Or he didn't get 30, I don't think. And again, that's how it is in DFS. Yesterday, these scores would have probably gotten us in in the top 1% of tournaments and cash, but well, not yesterday, but day before yesterday, slate before last, but yesterday wasn't the slate before last. A lot of things change. Okay. Don't save that. All right, so let's look at today. There are a lot of. First of all, yesterday when we did the video, we said that there were a lot of plays. There were almost too many plays, and one of the things we like to do in that situation is we like to sort of do it in what we call game blocks. Why, why sort of look at all 10 games together when you can, look at 4-game blocks, 6-game blocks, and go from there. And you have to have a certain amount of discipline to be able to do it that way. And that's why we like our algorithm, because it considers a lot of different things. It considers our own intuition. It considers the math behind the numbers. It considers the logic. It considers all kinds of things. So anyway, visit the website if you're interested in more. It's a pretty simple website, and dfsblackbook.com. All right, so not too many people are out today. Embiid, of course, Simmons, Andre Drummond. Don't trust that he might be in. I mean, it's almost like 50-50. Draymond Green is a funny situation to me. It's like he plays when he wants, and then next year when they're good again, he'll probably show up in almost every game. So that's how it goes. Kevin Porter Jr. is out. Okay, so yeah, let's see if we can kind of winging this. Haven't really. Let me see. Well, not winging it, but there are quite a few plays, and we're just trying to decide which direction to go. And we'll crunch some numbers and do our little algorithm before, later in the day. So on dfsblackbook.com. All right, so let's go. Today we like Lillard in a bounce back. Shooting guard. I think yesterday we liked McCollum as sort of not a pivot off of Dame Lillard, but his price is still up there, which is ridiculous. 8,100. It's close to where his price should be, but it's still up there. But we pivoted to him, and he did pretty well yesterday. So happy with that. We had some good plays. We just, it just was one of those days. I can't remember the last time. I can't remember the last time when. If you consider, the lineups that I showed you from yesterday, 4 out of 5 had 280 and over. So that's what we called Kevin Herter. So anyway, so we like Mitchell. John Collins, so we love that guy, man. He hustles. He does work. He's underappreciated. We like Hunter for now. This is a 5-game slate, so we're going to do only 4 for the core. Valanciunas, like him. All right, so what the heck? I might give you another one. Like Ja Morant. Ja Morant, I mean, 11 points. He only took 11 shots. You know who's taking all the shots? Dylan Brooks. He shoots whenever he feels compelled to do so. But we're going to go with Ja Morant too. So that's 5. Okay. Give you 5. 4,600 is more than enough. There's going to be some value. So hopefully we can knock it out the park today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Visit the website, dfsblackbook.com. Visit it about 15 minutes before lock. I know it's kind of too close to lock, but we do that so as to not provide you with, so that we can have all of the players updated and account for injuries and late scratches and stuff like that. So what you do is you take, if you download the if you download the CSV and put in the corresponding IDs for the players that we have, then it should be a fairly quick process for you to get those 5 lineups up on the site, up on DraftKings. You know, it's funny, we did fairly well. Well, I personally did fairly well on FanDuel yesterday, so it kind of balanced out. It's funny how it's either one or the other. It's very rarely both. We don't do, right now, we're not doing FanDuel on DFSBlackbook.com. But personally, what I do is I take some of the lineups from some of the shares, so to speak, from DFSBlackbook.com and try to match as closely as possible the lineups on FanDuel, and that worked out well for us, for me, yesterday. So anyway, rambling on. There you have it. So I gave you 5 players. We like these players. I might switch out Hunter. He's the least confident person that we're in, but you know, one thing that we have noticed in our algorithm is that he and what's the other guy who plays almost the exact same position? Can't think of his name, but there's another guy that plays. He's also a rookie, and it's like they switch off between good games. Let me see if I can find real quick. Cam Reddish, yes. So it seems like they switch off with good games. So first of all, Atlanta is in a good spot. Now the question is, will they get blown out by Memphis? I think over the last month or so, they got blown out by Memphis, which was surprising. Trae Young is back, so we like him as well. Well, I don't know if he's back, but he should be. He had an illness, and it's a back-to-back. So we'll see with Trae Young whether he's back. But so yeah, let's see how Cam Reddish did yesterday. See, 35. It's almost like they take turns with good games. You know, it's kind of hard because they play almost the same exact position. So we'll see if Hunter can take the lead. I'm gonna take the mantle today, and then Cam Reddish. I mean, it's so funny that they switch off. I mean, if you look back at when they play together, it seems like they switch off with good games. So anyway, there's more value. You can swap him out in your cores if you want. But we like this. We like this. All right. Thanks.